Heidi. Mandy, Kathy. You guys can't hear me? Okay, this is kind of crazy. You can. Okay, but I don't know if Kathy and Mandy are in the right chat. Kathy, are you in the same chat where I typed something to you? I am so confused. Hold on a second. I just have to see if I don't know why YouTube fixes things that are not broken. I have no idea why they keep doing this. I don't know where I'm live now. Okay, I see one is upcoming, and then I'm live here. Okay, let me get rid of this one. How do I get rid of this one over here? Let me just... Okay. Is there a delete? Anywhere. Edit. Okay. All right, let me just get this off. I see what they did here. So I don't know what they're doing. Okay, I'm just gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one here, because I just don't want it to go live. Why can't I just stop it? Edit. So why can't I cancel this? Oh, this is just ridiculous. So I'm live here. Okay. I'm just going to go live here and make sure that... Let me see here. See, but something is still so wrong. Something is so wrong. Something is wrong on YouTube. When I go to my video like this, it's like I'm not the channel creator. It actually gives me a button that says subscribe. I click it, nothing happens, of course. I'm in the right, my account is right, Mommy Ramblings Blog, Mommy Ramblings Blog. But it won't let me do anything. Now if I go to my account, the video's there. I click on it. Gives me a button that says subscribe. Let's see what happens. It still gives me the button that says subscribe. A no edit button. There's no edit button for me to edit anything. This is so weird. No go into your live and manage it or anything. It's so weird. I don't know what is up with this. This is what I mean about YouTube. They constantly fix things that don't need to be fixed. I'm going to see if I can get into there from Streamlabs, because I should be able to go to the, see, it's bringing me here like I'm, it's so weird. I don't know what is, just a regular viewer seeing it the exact same way you are. I can't do anything to it. So let me see if I go in through YouTube Studio. So ridiculous. Videos. Live. Okay, here's the live. And if I want to click that, edit, because I have to set the audience. No, it's not made for kids. Okay, let me do that through there, but it won't let me do it like it normally does. And then I've got to get rid of, and it doesn't have the right thumbnail either. And what are these two? There's, okay, I've got to get rid of these two. Let me see here. These two videos, first of all. Delete those, right? Delete those, yes. Delete forever. And then I have to go, hold on, before I can do one other thing, I just want to change the thumbnail to what it should be. No, I want to change my thumbnail. Oh, this is crazy.
Wintertime is the best.
It won't. Can say, hey, okay, so I see you guys. I'm just trying, I don't understand why this is doing it. The other live ended good because I tried, I just deleted those. Hi, Anna. I hope that I just don't understand why it won't let me. It won't let me go into my own video this way. I mean, it lets me go in the other way, but I can't change the thumbnail. I don't understand why. All right, let me shut this one down. That's gone now. This one's here. I can create, it lets me create a new video. It lets me YouTube Studio. So crazy. I'm going to try the Classic Studio. I think they're having major problems. Video Okay, so hold on a second. Edit. This one it allows me to go in and edit. I don't get it. Okay. Sorry about this. Last night we had the video. Now we have the video fixed, and now it's won't let me take care of this. Okay. I'm just going to try it once more through this Creator Studio. Okay, now it says, okay, hold on a minute. I might go to the live control room. Okay, I don't want to create a new stream. Thank you. So it's looking like when I go here, it shows me that I'm not streaming. I don't get this. Watch video?
In this video, I'll show you how to...
This is not me. This is a tutorial video. Okay, hang on. Events. Now, okay, now I've got the live one. Hang on. Edit. Edit. And just let me change this stupid thumbnail. No, this is... Basic info. Alright, I'm not gonna, that's it. I can't, there's nothing I can do here. It won't let me. Ingestion. Oh, hold on, maybe it will. Maybe it will here now. That's, hold on, let me check it, if this is, sorry, wow. If this fixes it. Okay, now hopefully this is the right stream though. View on watch page. How come I don't, oh now, okay, I think I've got it fixed now, finally. Oh my gosh. It's still not fixed when I, oh, maybe because it's the watch page? Is that anything that I wouldn't be able, it's showing me the subscribe button as if I was a new viewer? I don't know, that's weird. Okay. Alright, I'm off that. I'm back in Streamlabs. I'm done with that. So let's see who's here. Sorry about all that. That's crazy. Hi Kathy, Norma, Carla, Mandy, Dude Bro, hey, Lily, Sakura, Pat, Louisiana Lady, Hazel, Not That Nikki, hey, Mary Kim, Birdie, there you are again, Sonia, L. Jackson, Pear Tree, Maui Girl, Kathy, who else we have? It's Apple Snapple Potter, Kristen, you hear me now? Okay, I hear you now. Lisa H, how you doing? Alethea, Brendy, Kaza, Anna, okay, Rachel, Janelle, Mystery Truth Seeker, Julie T, Vala, Not That Nikki. Uh-oh, you guys are sick? You are all sick, Lisa and everybody? You've got sinus pressure and stuff? Ugh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Hope you guys feel better. Dorothy, aka Hennessy? Wait. You're changing your name. This is our Hennessy? And you changed your name? Steph Ellis, Daisy Love, Scott, hi, Jenny Jo, Hazel. You're in the new live. Okay, but you got a new name too, right? Led Zepp, hey. VST, how are you? Cami. Mommy for the win, hi. Sherilyn. Pauline, Mrs. McJagger, Kathy. Nikki. Oh, sorry to hear that. Not that, Nikki. Hopefully things turn up for you. Hi, Sharon. Carol Boyce. Kristen and company. They called off the searches scheduled for Heidi this weekend in Austin. Law enforcement is not saying why yet. Maybe not to disrupt potential evidence. Where did you hear that, Kristen? Are you in the area? It's 48 degrees. Oh my gosh, it's so cold here. It is bitter cold. Bitter. Like January, horrid, below zero weather, chill stuff. Crap. Horrific. Sunflower Brown, hi there. Kathy from Texas. Log out of your. I'm good now. I've got it all figured out now. Thanks, Tennessee. Crystal, Jeanette, Alma, Montana Sky. Love my doggies. Pauline. Let's see. I think I've got most of you now. If I missed you, I see you too. But so I'm interested in what Kristen and company just said. Where have all the avatars gone? I know, something is wrong. I'm telling you, something is wrong in YouTube tonight. Something is wrong. Your avatars, okay, I was seeing that. Your avatars, a lot of them are missing, right? Where have all the avatars gone? Hi, Evelyn. Pallets and Pugs, hello there. I'm trying to find Kristen. Yeah, I don't know. Something is, it says, no, I see 200 in chat. But I see the blue avatars. I'm wondering if the blue avatars, can I say something? Those that have a blue avatar, because I see people that have pictures, I see theirs. Did you all that had a blue avatar? You see everyone blue? I don't see everyone blue. I see, I'll tell you who I see blue. I see Paula Joyner blue. Hi, Paula Joyner. Sybil's got a picture. Hi, Yellow Submarine. They have a picture. Nanamar, hi. Kristen and company is blue. Carla M is blue. Sunflower Brown is blue. Dude Bro is blue. Gina, hi. They call me Ray. Hi. Peggy Johnson, hello there. Peggy, tell me about, send me an email about threading that serger, because Sharon mentioned some stuff to me about something about air or knotting the thread. I don't know if you heard me the other night. Because I have no idea. Let's see here. Caroline, you're not blue. Backdoor, hi. Patty, hi. Lottie, hello there. Carol Boyce, you're blue. Evelyn Hillman, you're blue. Pretty Bird, hi, you're blue. Kathy Martinez, you're blue. Sharon Martin, you're blue. Carol Boyce, you're blue. Jeanette Hallow, you're blue. Sherilyn, Dude Bro, I said. Evelyn, Paula, all blue. I don't know why. Are the ones that blue, did you have a photo or did you just have a colored avatar? If you just had a color avatar, maybe that's the thing. Maybe YouTube's freaking out. Maybe YouTube's going to turn you all blue until you put something original in there. I don't know. Maybe they're changing something. Yeah, you're always blue. Okay, Sakura has a picture. Caroline has a picture. Sarah McConnell, hello there. You have a picture. You had the window wide open today? Oh, get out of here. Sunshine Daydream, you are blue. Cami Moms, you're blue and you don't have a picture. Jeanette Hallow, I am always blue like a Smurf. Led Zeppelin, just color blue. Led Zeppelin, you have a weird blue. You have a blue, but you have like a square thing. Lacey Alice, you're blue. Just a pink before mommy. Nora has a picture. Teresa, hi. You has a picture. Mandy has a picture. Janelle has a picture. Dorothy, aka Hennessy, you changed your name. You have a picture. Mystery Truth Seeker's blue. Cheryl, so I think the ones that everyone is blue that doesn't have a photo, I think. People that had a photo, hi Danielle, are not blue. Danielle is not blue. I thought this was about Heidi. Donna, it is about Heidi. Donna Button, who's never been here before, is already complaining as she's through the door. That rhymed. Who's never been here before, she's already complaining before she's through the door. Oh. Lamb Chops, hi, you're not blue. Crystal, you have a picture. Whisper to me, hiya, you're not blue. Gianna, 715, you're not blue. You have a picture. Lisa H has a picture. Backdoor has a picture. Norma's blue. Heather Thompson, you have a picture. Ladybud, I'm sorry, you have a picture. Hello there. Elise K, you have a picture. Hi. Karen DW has a picture. Janelle has a picture. Mystery Truth Seeker's blue. Yellow Submarine has a picture. I happened to go meet a friend downtown the night she went missing, and my Uber driver stopped at a gas station at William Cannon and 71 where Heidi's apartments are located. Do you want to call in and talk about, Kristen, would you want to call in and talk to us about this instead of typing this in the chat? I'd like to talk to you. Can you email me and I can send you a number and you can call in? You don't have to go on camera, you can just talk. Let me know. If you just send me an email to carolyn@truecrimechat.org and then you can just talk to us. You saw a mom with her baby in a car seat in the gas station after she went missing, and I saw she was wearing a purple hoodie like the woman I called the tip line. Lacey, you're all blue. It's like this on all the live channels. Maybe they're doing something. Maybe they're going to say that you've got to have a picture or something, and if you don't, you're going to be blue. You're not going to be different colors. Sassy Darcy, yes. The tree is up. I have to do branch fluffing and then ornaments, but the tree is up and it's lit because it's just, you know, three, boom, boom, boom. You put it up. And we have the lights on, looks nice. I gotta do some branch fluffing and then the ornaments. How are you doing with your tree, Sassy? Did you get the tree up? And you're not blue. Allie Cattails, hello there, you're not blue. What kind of car was she in? Do you want to call in? That would be amazing. Okay, so send me an email, Kristen, at carolyn@truecrimechat.org. It's in the video description, my email. Make sure you send truecrimechat.org, and then I'll send you the number to call in. You believe it has to do with verification? Well, maybe they're doing something then, really. Anything would be good if they're going to start verifying accounts. That would be great. How do I put a photo up? Okay, I believe you go to your Google page, okay? So your Google account that has this name in it, you go to your Google page and upload your picture. Only mods are blue on my screen. But now I'm starting to see more. Dude Bro is still blue. You are done also. Now I'm making my cutout cookies. See? See, now you're ahead of me, Sassy, and you were sitting here all upset last night. Now you're ahead of me. Hang on, I'll type it here for you. Right there, I just put it up for you. You feel sad, your eyesight is so poor, glasses being just You know what? I got some, I don't have them on because the one thing I notice about them is they keep getting smudged on me. It's driving me nuts, but I've been having like these well, I know I have a lot of stress, but I was like having like these tension headaches or something. And so I got these blue light glasses. And I just tried them today. And they seem to make a big difference. But they're smudgy, and then watch, then there's a lot of glare where my other glasses, I don't even know where they are anymore, over here. There's glare in the camera, but the other glasses don't have that kind of glare. But I can see much better with these that are supposed to filter this blue light. But it's annoying for me to look in the camera, in the screen view, because I see such a glare on my eyes. I'll have to go to my Google account when fully functional. I had to disconnect from my feeding tube and took my meds. Oh, okay. Take it easy, Led Zepp. You want Christmas cookies so bad. Hello, Carolyn. All computers troubles fixed. Yeah, Cece, I think so. I think we're good. Except for the glare on my glasses that's driving me crazy. You made chocolate chip cookies, Norma? Hi, Bethany. And guess what? I'm brewing tea while we're sitting here in cold water. I'm just trying this cold brew tea. Yeah, cold brew iced tea. I don't know how this is working. I guess it is working somehow. You have done 0 cookies. Me too, Kathy. I've done a big 0 of a lot of things. Wow, it's really peachy. One pair of glasses is good and the other has a glare or smudge, always something on it. Yeah. But it's not that, when I'm using them, by myself, I don't notice it. But now as I'm sitting here and I see the camera, I see a tremendous glare on my eyes. Yeah, see, this is what I'm using. Yes, cold brew. It brews in cold water. Unsweetened, flavored black tea. You still can't move? You're not a baker. Hey, Mandy McCracken. I always think of chicken when you come in. Hi, JMM Barkovich. Okay, did you send me the email? Let me see if she sent me the email to call in. Let me just grab the number. Oh boy, where is my Gmail? I can't believe I haven't, oh my gosh, haven't checked my Mommy Ramblings email. It's so bad. Okay, I don't have anything yet from you, Kristen. Let me see, let me refresh again. Yeah, not yet. Did you just let me know when you send it through? My mother emptied her pantry and gave me all her tea. Oh, they're out of business now? Tea what? Tivana? Tivana. Yeah, make sure you did .org. Sometimes I think people do just put .com there. You need some tea suggestions because you're trying to get teachers' gifts out. Oh, teachers' gifts, I know, right? I've got to work on that tomorrow. Luke had a big, what was it called today? I told you, we had to bring in 80 hot chocolates and stuff, and they sold them for fake shillings. He came home with so much stuff that he bought with fake shillings. I mean, like, a lot of handmade stuff, like this ring toss game that somebody made from like a cutout, you know, or log slice, and then I think it's an actual branch that's put into it, and then they made the rope rings. Yeah, he bought that. Then he got this really nice birch log that was like hollowed out with a candle in it. Really nice one. Like way nicer than when they have the holiday. I didn't even see the thing on it. I think they finally got fed up with the holiday wish shop they used to have that was just horrendous. Sold like the worst stuff to kids for a lot of money. Maybe this is something they did in play. I don't know what this was because I don't ever remember having this at the school ever. What did they call it again? It was Pioneer Day, something like that. And they all had this. They sold stuff. Some people made fudge. Some people made jerky. They dressed up. Luke got into it. Really got dressed up. Teacher was sending me pictures and stuff. But yeah, they had a good time. He brought home this like a wreath made of balsam and it had acorns on it. Like the kids all made this stuff, and I'm sure the parents helped, especially with the one craft. It's 61. You need to stop. What's 61? Any really good teacher gifts ideas? Oh boy. I don't know. All else fails, you could get a gift card to Starbucks or something. If you have a Starbucks by you. But I'm going to give them Grinch. I think I'm going to give them Grinch ornaments with their name on the back of them. I hope they don't think that they're the Grinch then. That's what I think I'm going to give. I'm going to make some more Grinch ornaments and then give them Grinch ornaments and then maybe some. I'm trying to think what else I have around here. Candles. I mean, they have a lot of. They get so many mugs, right? They get so many mugs. But yeah, a gift card or like just for coffee or something from Breadsmith. I've never heard of that, MC. Hi, Auntie Cuckoo. You just did a video on teachers' gifts. There you go, folks. Auntie Cuckoo's got you covered. Did anyone else get a notification? Candy's always good. Candy's good. I mean, especially if you know what kind of candy they like, candy's always good. You can put it in a mason jar. If you're crafty or you have a Cricut, you can put their name on the outside of the mason jar. You know, like Mrs. Jones's candy stash or something. Yeah, Starbucks is great for teachers. If you have a Starbucks close to you. Like, so we don't have Starbucks close to us. We have Dunkin' Donuts, so you could do that. Oh, your mom was a teacher? My husband's. So, yeah, let's see. You were a teacher for years, Hennessy? What was your favorite gift, Hennessy? Do you have a favorite gift that they ever gave you? What was strange, Sam? What did you get, Sam? Softy socks for teachers? Walmart, Panera. What happened? Hi, William. What happened, Sam? Trader Joe. Oh, yeah, those are good with the cookie ingredients and stuff like that. Yeah, you can make those yourself, too, if you want. Like the hot cocoa or the chocolate chip cookie, or you could buy it. Don't buy a mug. Right. A sock snowman. You always do gift cards, but you feel they're so lame. Put them with some candy. Especially if you know what kind of candy they like. Luke is always good. He can find out. He's very good at. He gets a lot of information. So he always finds out like whether his teacher loves owls or if she's really into a certain candy, and you know, he gets all that. So I usually know what their favorite candy is going in. So it might be Ferrero Rocher, it might be Lindt truffles and stuff like that, and then I just get them and put them with, you know, a gift card. It's a word is teachers love gift cards, sure. Cold infused enhancers are great. You really like the lemon, orange, and ginger. Just throw one sachet. Aha, let's see. Just come, let me check if Kristen emailed me yet. I don't have anything yet. Hey, Kristen, could you just copy the email and put it in the chat? And you might just put a space, just space after the Gmail. Not Gmail. Oh my gosh. After the dot, just make a space before the org, because it won't let you put it in otherwise. Because sometimes people say they're emailing, there's like one thing off, and I can see it. You have to go for a bit, the bushfires? Oh no, Lacey, I hope everything's okay. Hi from Germany, Miss Sunshine. You're making caramels and peanut brittle this weekend. Yum. You have a 5 Below. You like 5 Below, you don't know why? Their blankets have never let you down, Sarah? I don't know. There's something about 5 Below that I'm not so... I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. There's just something. At least the ones by me, there's just something about them. Your 5-year-old has 3 teachers, and one is getting morning, evening rejuvenating face mask. Another is getting an eye wrinkle oil, and the other is getting a face wash. Oh, Juju, I hope they don't take the eye wrinkle oil the wrong way. You think so? I hope not. Oh, you don't either, Lisa? And I was trying to see what was going on with Sam. You always kill plants by mistake? Oh, really? And you give them away? Your sister won't finish the last semester. Well, you never know. She can. For some reason, I got a notification saying, yes, because, yeah, it's so crazy. That should be gone. I really hope that's gone, Sam. YouTube, I don't know what the heck YouTube is doing. They're definitely doing something because you're all blue. I really hope they're going to verify profiles now. I really do hope so. Mommy, why am I making work for myself, Daisy? How am I? Oh, with the Grinch? No, the Grinch is not hard because I have all the ornaments done. I just have to put the more labels on them. I have them done for the teachers. Really, I have enough Grinches done. I just have to put their names on them. Either that, I can put their names, or you could put like a Grinch thing, like stink, stank, stunk. So, you know, one of those Grinch sayings on it. A nice throw blanket and a pair of slippers makes a good gift. You made banana bread with walnuts and chocolate chips. Oh my gosh. It's so good doing it for gifts too. Yeah, my sister-in-law always makes banana breads. The wrinkle oil, yeah. I'd just be careful with the wrinkle oil because that could go the wrong way. I mean, unless she asked you, like if somebody said something like, if they knew that, say you, I don't know, if like maybe you were in Mary Kay or something where they knew, or you were in one of those kind of things, and they asked you about something, and then you said, hey, you know what, they have a great new, serum or something, and then they were really interested in the serum, then I would say, okay. But I would be just a little nervous getting that for somebody that, if they didn't, mention that or say that. You would love it? Okay, good, Hennessy. Glad. Okay, you guys need to send me, okay, what's going on? The email once more. Okay, apparently I didn't get it right. Okay, here. I'm gonna put it here again, Kristen. Just copy and paste it, okay? Oh, has anybody heard Kathy Balello? She had that surgery on the 11th. I hope, Kathy, if you can hear, I hope that you're doing well from your surgery and that you're recovering, quickly. We're thinking of you, prayers for you. You receive socks, candy, lunch container, movie gift cards, grocery gift cards. Those are good, grocery gift cards from your students this holiday. I so appreciate their kindness. That's great, Jenny. You'll update tomorrow. Oh my goodness, Juju. How old is she about? Do you sell that kind of stuff? Like, are you in like something like Mary Kay, or that she would, have asked you about something like that? Okay, you sent the email? All right, let me copy the invitation again because it. Your boss gave you a Rourke TV. Oh, that's lovely, Jan. Hi, Maui Chickadee. Hey, Texas woman, are you? Do you want to come in and talk about the case? If you want to, just send me an email. Okay, Kristen, I've got your email now. Okay, no problem. That's what happens. It usually, here, I'm sending you the number, or you could go in through the website, okay? Just make sure your YouTube is on mute when you come on. Otherwise, it'll echo really bad. And Texas woman, if you want to come on, just shoot an email over. I can't wait to hear what Juju says. I believe she's 55. No, I work with health and... Oh, okay. So these are your supplements that you sell or you market for, that you're giving them? Is that what you're doing? Okay. So has she ever talked to you about it? Has she ever been like, hey, your skin looks great, and then you're like, oh, well, I use this serum. Oh my gosh, I'd love to try that. What serum is it? You might want to write a little note like, you know what I would do, Juju, if I were you? I would write a note. Oh, BoxyCharm products? BoxCharm products? Okay, well, I would write a note, just something like, maybe like, your eyes and your skin looks so great, and I know how grading paper is laid, something, I don't know, something can make your eyes tired, so I thought you'd like to use this to keep yourself looking as great as you do. I don't know, I would... If she didn't talk to you about something like that, I would kind of write something like that. Or, I know you don't need this, but, I don't know. If she talked to you about it, I would be like, Snackwell, you love herbal supplements? You can't stop laughing? Everybody should go back and say what they gave their teachers and what their teachers thought. Or like, in case some of your students this year are driving you crazy. Yeah, something like that, right? Or be like, I don't know how you keep your skin looking so gorgeous, but I bet it's hard with all the, frustrations you might go through. So I thought, I don't know. Yeah, Carla, but do you think someone wants to get, like, it's kind of like when someone says, here, do you want a mint? And then you're like, no, I don't want, no, sure you don't want one? Believe me, if someone offers you a mint, take the freaking mint, because they're not just offering it to be nice. So then, do you think like, oh, what'd you get? You know, they're in the teacher's lounge. Oh, I got a gift card to Starbucks, so I got this box of candy. What did you get? Oh, I got this wrinkle cream. Because isn't that like what Betty Broderick, the mistress was sending Betty Broderick wrinkle cream? So, you know, I don't know. It could be taken, I'm just saying, it could be taken the wrong way. Double eye infection? Oh no. The hot spice tea recipe? It's Tang? Tang? Really? Oh, Juju, really? Oh, happy to have you here. I can't wait to hear what the teacher said. No, not me at Sierra. Juju is getting it for her child's teacher. And everybody said, well, that could go over good and bad. If you don't want that, because item, sell it on eBay and give the teacher something else and then cancel your box teacher. Now I'm feeling as if it, well, at least, you know, you have time to change it. Is there something else around the house that you could put together? Sarah said she wouldn't do it. So you're just getting honest opinions, okay? It's just like, I don't know, they could just take it the wrong way. Even if you don't mean it the wrong way, it could just be taken the wrong way. Like, I'm thinking, like, if they got you, like, what else could be, like, a really, really bad gift? Our child may see a decrease in his grades. Mints, yeah. Yes, they could be. If the teacher starts scowling, she'll know. If you had a funny poem or something, maybe to go with it. What's the worst gift idea? A tooth whitener, yeah, right. You know, something that slim fast, weight loss shakes, stuff like that. Deodorant, yeah, that wouldn't be good. Give hand cream, not wrinkle cream. You gave a gym membership to a coworker? Yeah, that didn't go over well for him. Did they know it was from you? Because it was the Secret Santa? Lice treatment. Or something like, your fiance's grandparents are getting us water picks and we're excited. Yeah, but, you know, I mean, you probably asked for them, right? Or something, or they asked you, maybe they said, oh, we love our water pick. We'd love to get you a water pick. Just compliment the teacher on how your child loves their class. That's the best gift. Along with a Starbucks card. No. Self-help book. Yeah, that's a bad one too, right? Depending on what kind. If it's just like, meditations for teachers or something like that. But if it's like controlling your anger or something like that, it's not too good. Yeah, well, that's fine. I mean, Apple Snapple, your family, and so they know. Yeah, that is totally fine. Foot spray, foot odor spray, not a good idea. Random guy, right? Got you a lovely, lovely little your own patch of chlamydia. Box of Depends. Lingerie. Not good. Can you imagine getting someone a lint roller, mints, foot odor spray, and the wrinkle cream? Throw the wrinkle cream in there. That would really be the worst gift. Shampoo and conditioner would be, yeah, that would be fine. I mean, everybody washes their hair, hopefully. Well, these products are health and wellness with added bonus weight loss, too. The wrinkle cream is a weight loss as well. Hemorrhoid cream, a girdle, some Spanx. A toothbrush, that would be good. Toothbrush, some mints, a lint roller, and what was the other foot odor spray? Yes, I gave her the number, Maui girl, so she should be calling in. Kristen, are you having problems? Texas lady, did you want to call in? Did the Texas lady say she wanted to call in? Oh no, did you? Okay. Candles make a great gift. If you know what scents they like, Hennessy, because some people are like extremely sensitive to scents. An exercise machine. You did a sock exchange? Oh, really? Yeah. That sounds neat. Socks are nice, like fuzzy, like Spock socks, and maybe a foot cream, but not like a foot odor cream, but just like a pampering cream or a foot mask, pamper your feet or something like that. And then the new puppy's good, Jersey girl, sleeping now. Your dad gave your mom a scale once and she was so mad. Whistleblower, we're going to talk about Heidi. We're waiting for someone from Austin to get on the line. And then we had someone else in here from Austin. And I don't know if anybody saw if she wanted the number, but we're waiting for Kristen to get on the line. So while we're waiting for Kristen to get on the line, we're talking about teachers' gifts. Because we like to be productive. Oh, there we go. Hey, how are you?
Hey, I'm good.
So
Sorry that took a second.
That's okay. So you're in Austin?
Yeah, so we live like kind of far west Austin is what they call it, and it's like 40 minutes probably from downtown.
Mm-hmm.
And I have kids, and just don't really go out very much. And Friday, so I guess it was the day after Heidi went missing, I decided I was going to go out. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay.
I just want to ask them, do I need to mute or can you hear okay, so I can talk to her? Okay, I think it's...
I can hear.
Okay.
Oh, okay, sorry, you're not talking.
No, I'm just asking them because sometimes they go like this, oh, there's an echo or something. It's like really bad. Okay, they're not saying anything, so go ahead. We're good.
It's late, so my brain's moving slow. So I don't go out like ever. And Friday night, I decided that I was going to get out of the house and go meet a girlfriend, and it was at the JW Marriott. And downtown is very close to William Cannon and South First. That's where Heidi's apartments are.
I see.
And on the way in the Uber, I took an Uber because I knew I was going to have some drinks. The Uber driver asked me if it would be okay if we stopped when we were really close. We had tons of traffic that night. Like, it took an hour and a half to get downtown.
Wow.
And it should have only taken like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. And so I said, sure, of course we can stop and get some gas. And when we stopped, I went into the gas station and I got a protein bar because I hadn't really been feeling good and knew that I needed to eat. And while I was in there, I saw a young woman with a baby in a car seat. Didn't think too much of it. Usually I would like be friendly and say hello to most women I cross paths with. And I was kind of having a little bit of a panic attack that night in the Uber, I think just because I don't go out much. And so at the time, that was Friday night, right? So nobody knew she was missing. I didn't. I'm not sure when the story broke, but didn't think, obviously, anything of it. And then the story started coming out, and once I saw her picture, it was like immediate what I thought, because I looked her right in the eyes at the gas station. And I was like, whoa. And then I still was like, no. And so I sat on it for several days, and then I asked someone, I got onto, it wasn't YouTube, it was, or maybe it was YouTube, but I was chatting somewhere, and I said, what was the last thing she was wearing? And they said a purple hoodie, and literally the hair stood up on the back of my neck, because the woman I saw was wearing a purple hoodie. And I was like, I have to call the police.
Right.
Whether or not I saw her or not. Like,
oh, yeah, definitely call the police, yeah.
Right? So, of course, I called the police. I think it was last night. And the tip line. And I said, here's what happened. And I went and actually got the receipt so I could see exactly where it was located and give them the address. And I told them, once someone told me she was wearing a purple hoodie, that's when I knew I needed to call. And they told me right then, no, that's not the last thing that she was wearing. And I go, oh, okay. I just was told that, and then I saw the video that was supposedly the last video that they saw was her at the school.
Right.
And he goes, yeah, no, that's not the last video that we have of her. And I was like, oh. And he said that there's so many... Heidi has so many different looks.
Yeah.
That's why they had to put so many pictures out
of
her. And then, when I told him, I gave him because I had to call back and give the receipt, because I was like, oh, I have the receipt. Here's the address. Here's the timestamp. And he was pretty resolute in letting me know that my tip was not...
like valid, right?
Important, right? Like they already
yeah, they know. I think they know a lot more than, yeah.
Yeah. So, and when you think about it, I mean, think about when you had a baby, a week, 2 weeks later, like your body is
right
completely,
sure,
not healed at all. And so obviously, and obviously following the Chris Watts case so closely, which I'm heading out towards that area after Christmas.
Oh, yeah?
But just to be, never leaving my house and going out very often, and then the one night I go out happens to be when, all this happens, and I'm telling you, I don't know if I saw her or not, but it was it definitely.
It was probably, yeah, really eerie, but at least, I mean, you did your part, you called, you let them know, so, that's good that you did that. But now you said they called off the search that was supposed to be this weekend?
Yeah, so tonight I was on the Facebook page. Someone started one for, I think it's here in Austin, I think it's called Missing, Heidi, Broussard, and Margot. And everybody started kind of talking about that, and I like to not really jump on anything until it's validated. So I asked for the video, and then finally got it. And yeah, they're saying that there's no point in, I can actually post it on the YouTube here in a second, that they're basically, the police are saying that they don't want anybody searching right now. So for what reason that is everyone's guess. I mean, it could be they don't want, anything being disturbed. I think they already know.
I think they do. I think they do,
in my
too.
humble opinion, just watching Shane's two interviews, and the other thing that you guys should know, too, is he was wearing those hats on those interviews. It's not been cold in any way in Austin. It's actually been hot until, 2 days ago.
Yeah, and he was inside, too, with one, and he had it pulled down so far that I'm thinking he's hiding something.
Yeah, and I mean, for all the moms on the phone, if my child went missing, the journalist could show up to my front door and I could be naked and I wouldn't even think twice about it. I'd just be yelling. He was so concerned about.
Yeah, looking professional. Well, he said professional,
said,
which is crazy that you had to use that, professional. There's no professional, parent that, or a husband or a spouse that's lost, has a spouse and a child missing. You're not professional. And then you're not concerned with looking professional.
And beautiful. I have a beautiful wife and a wonderful this. And it was very,
yeah.
I mean, everybody's saying we can't compare to Chris Watts, but at the same time, you can definitely compare when you're looking at how people, do duping delight and how he was rocking so hard that the interviewer had to tell him to stop rocking so that he wouldn't go out of camera,
Right, and he got angry at one time, too. Like, you guys are making me look, angry. We're just about how he was looking.
He was laughing.
Laughing,
he
yes.
He was smiling. I mean, I don't know what anybody else saw, but I didn't see tears.
He had one, I think he had one tear early on that he squeezed out of that swollen side of his face. Now, I'm wondering...
Yeah, you're right. I did see that.
Right, but I'm wondering if it came out of that side and that side of his face was swollen, it might have been easier to get the tear out of there because that eye, just like when an eye is, if you have something in your eye or your eye is hurt, it can tear easily, right?
Right.
So I wonder if it's just a coincidence that it came from that eye.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that he was so consumed with, and then, I'm sorry, but he started when they asked him the timeline, he started with hitting the snooze button over and over, and then he drank some water.
Yeah, they give a lot of details. Usually when people are lying, they tend to give you a lot of extraneous details.
Right. That's right. And he was really struggling with, and he just kept repeating it over and over again.
Right, because it's their story. That's why they've rehearsed it. It's not natural. When you're telling the truth, you don't have to go through that. You just tell what happened. But they're telling a story.
Right, and you can tell the truth from the front, forward, backwards. You can start in the middle. You can start at the end.
Right.
And, he was the only time when he started relaxing and kind of doing that laughter and stuff was when he wasn't focusing on them, talking about them or that day. It was when he was talking about, oh, yeah, I'm from Austin and I'm from Leander High School. And then he was like, whew, kind of breathing and moving around a little bit better. But when he was actually trying to be asked about the timeline and the day, he was just really focused on, and he was rubbing his leg and swaying and wanted to stand up and
yeah, should I go on this angle or that angle? I want to look, natural. I want to look professional. Yeah, a natural, I mean, yeah. It's just,
Yeah, and kept saying, this is hard, like the interview, like the camera being on me,
right.
rather than, and he was doing a lot of, what did they call it? Distancing. Whenever he was talking about, he didn't say Heidi, her name, very often.
Right, right.
And then when he said Margot, he usually said like the baby or that baby. And then at one point he said something that really made my personal antenna go up, and it was talking about how he hadn't told his other two children, I guess Silas with Heidi, and then Allison, maybe the older daughter with his ex-wife. He was talking about how he hadn't told them yet about what happened to Heidi and Margot, is what he said.
Right, what happened, yeah. Instead of,
What
that
happened?
they're
And
missing,
I was like,
that we can't find them.
what happened to them, Shane?
Right, yeah.
I mean, it seems so absolute.
Yeah, to me, too, when he said if somebody would just, like, put them somewhere. Why would you, put
somebody
them?
would
You
put
put
them
them because they
somewhere.
can't move on their own accord? Like, put them out where they could be found? That sounded to me like they were, deceased, the way he said that. If somebody would just put them.
So I heard that he didn't call the police. The last time he saw her was at 8 in the morning, and then he came home at 2, and the car was there, and yet he still waited for the school to call him to tell him to come pick up his son. I mean, what did he think, that his empty car with no wife around or
He
hiding
thought,
around
I
was
think the
gonna go?
story he gave them was that he thought she was visiting with someone else in the complex. And,
Right, but he didn't go there.
right, but why did they ever check up on if there really is a person there that she would normally do that with? Like, did they? I mean, I'm sure they did. They probably haven't released it, but maybe they found out there is no
Yeah.
one that she normally,
Yeah.
went to visit like that.
So now they're coming out and saying that apparently, and I don't know if it was that friend in that apartment, but they're just tonight, they were saying that, what was it? That she and he had people around their apartment heard an argument at 3 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Which I hadn't heard that before.
Yeah, there's been like little, you don't know what's true and what's like going around on different pages and message boards and stuff, and also that what
Oh,
would
I'm
be
sure.
confirmed
Yeah.
from what they told you is that her purple shirt that she was wearing was found in the apartment. That again is something that's not been confirmed to me, but it's been around on some boards and word of mouth and things like that.
Yeah, so he didn't tell me that on the phone, but apparently that has been confirmed. I haven't seen it. Apparently it's on one of the videos, so I'm going to go look for it. But several people said that that's definitely been confirmed, because everybody's like, no, she definitely didn't have. Because when he told me that, I guess it was last night when I called in, I hadn't heard that, she wasn't wearing that purple. Like, that was news to me for sure when he said that.
Right, so they must have her on some other type of surveillance, which you think, with all the cameras around, that they would.
and
You
he
think
did
that apartment
say-
complex would have cameras, but maybe they do.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, and he did say, and that's another thing he did, the police officer on the tip line said, we are literally canvassing that entire area and every single camera that could possibly ever be around and looking at all of them. And I said, yeah, I bet you are. But if you think about it, I was pretty certain I saw her Friday night. He was pretty resolute that there was no way I could have seen her Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
Why would that be?
Yeah, a lot of times they know something. Just like, with Kelsey Barrett, I know it was a long time before she was reported missing, but they seem to have known right away that, it wasn't a good outcome, but they kept it under the wraps, I think, for a while just to see, you know, because I think that Patrick was always a person of interest for them, and maybe others, and just wanted to not put out that they've zeroed in on someone, you know.
Right, because they don't want Shane to lawyer up.
Right.
Is probably the reason. But if they know for a fact that Kristen, didn't see her Friday night, they know a lot, you know?
Mm-hmm. And if they're calling off a search, I mean, you know.
And then I thought it was interesting that they're bringing in the specific chapter of the FBI group that they're bringing in is the child abduction.
Well,
group.
they did bring that in with Chris Watts. That's what Coder was, you know, working with. And I think they do that anytime children are missing.
Got it.
Yeah, so I think that, you know, is pretty straightforward, that the FBI would come in if there's children involved that are missing. But it's just that I wonder, what was I going to say, if they, you know, what kind of information they have, and if he's being questioned, if they did they bring dogs in that apartment? Do you know that?
I don't. They're being really close-lipped about all of this. Like, apparently, and I heard, this has not been validated, that the police were telling everyone that the cameras weren't working at the apartments, which I think is, if that's actually being said by law enforcement, it's probably another tactic.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And that area is, like, it's a gated apartment complex, and it's probably like lower, you know, there's smaller apartments, lower income, but that area is literally 2 minutes from downtown Austin, and South First. Like, if you leave William Cannon and go towards Austin, down South First, because she's at William Cannon and South First, First Street, South First, and Congress, like, that's where all the big bars are that have been there for a long time, and where all the boutique hotels are, and that's literally like 2 minutes from this apartment complex. So, and it's also where, that's a big intersection of people coming in and out of Austin, is right there off 71. It's kind of where 290, 71, it's kind of where everything meets.
I heard too that, was there, someone said something about right in front of the complex that there were tents with homeless people there?
Probably close to the bridges. Like, they're trying to clean up the bridges, but yeah, I can totally, because it's pretty much, you know, downtown. So, I mean, a lot of changes have been made recently with, I guess, Governor Abbott moving the homeless people from, because they used to all live under all of the bridges all over, and they got booted recently. So that, you know, they've been putting makeshift, you know, camp areas for, you know, a week at a time till they get moved. So that would definitely be a high traffic spot where that could take place. But I guess my point is, I can imagine a lot of, you know, crime and shady stuff goes on.
Right.
You know,
and what about
there.
like any of those homeless people that are out there, you know, like, I wonder if they saw anything, you know, like, how close are they to these apartments? And also about his job. Did you hear anything more about his job and what he does and what he drives, and if he ever has the trucks there, or anybody saw him carrying out carpets or anything like that, like rolled up, you know, totes, or did you hear?
Yeah, no, those are all really good questions. I just know that he, you know, worked at Unicorn Moving, but he had stated in one of his last interviews that he was going to be not working for a while, I guess, which is why his dad and he set up that GoFundMe, which maybe you guys can shed some light on that with me. I just hadn't seen that before. I mean, I know her parents just set up a GoFundMe. And when they set it up, because they, I guess, live in Louisiana, they asked for $200. I mean, think about that. That is just heartbreaking.
Right.
They just needed a little bit of money to get here. So I understand that, but I didn't really get the whole Shane and his dad setting up the GoFundMe.
Right. I had heard that someone said it was going to be used for a reward and for expenses during the search or something. That's what I had heard. But who knows, what they'll use it for. I don't know. I mean, why isn't he able to go to work? I mean, is it because he's taking part? Is he taking part in these searches or the searches that were?
Well, apparently there's some pictures that I haven't had the time to go look at. But there's some pictures of him drinking and taking shots at a bar, apparently last night.
Wow.
Which, I mean.
Yeah, and I wonder if somebody is baiting him to go to that bar. I wonder if somebody's working with the police.
So I was wondering if, how I think we heard afterwards with the Chris Watts case that wasn't it intentional behind the scenes that they set up all those interviews back to back to back?
Well, yeah, they didn't want him in the house anymore. They definitely did not want him. They were running surveillance on him from the 14th, and they had a car watching him all the time. And then when he was getting on the highway, which supposedly probably heading towards Nikki's, they called him in to come down to the Frederick police station, and then they kept him in for a long time. And then oh my gosh, Amanda and Nick Thayer then took him down there. He went to their house, and then they took him down, and they waited outside for him, and he was down there a long time.
Right. So I was wondering if maybe the police were doing kind of the same deal with the various interviews, one's inside, one's outside, and, both on the same day or maybe a day apart. And then I thought that was interesting that I'd never seen someone interviewed in a missing persons case that's the spouse or the partner where the person's actually on the phone, which is an awkward setup. Anyway, I guess that was, Good Morning America?
Yeah.
So I didn't know if that was, intentional, because obviously if Good Morning America wanted to fly someone down there in a couple hours, they could. So I didn't know if maybe that was part of the...
Well, they do. They have had satellite, they have had parents come in from, satellite locations because sometimes they want to stay close to where a search is going on, They don't want to go away from it. They want to be right there. So that's not unusual to have satellite, interviews with parents in that case because they don't want to go away. But I'm wondering if there's vigils. Are there vigils for Heidi and Margot, like there were for Lacey Peterson?
Right. No, I haven't seen, and there was something posted on a news site. I'm going to see if I can post it for you guys, saying that there's a reason why the reward hasn't been posted yet, which I thought was interesting because it sounds pretty, it's just like there's something massive that the police know, and obviously they do. Right. There's no way that they could tell me, oh, no, you definitely.
I think the police know a lot more.
Was really nice to me, but he was like, yeah, no, okay, no, well, okay, we'll go look. Yeah, no, thanks. He was, but I could, you can tell as a mature adult.
They might have found some evidence that, foul play occurred. Who knows if they, they didn't find or get a tip from someone that, stuff occurred, or they have him. Maybe he could have, failed a lie detector. He might have done that as well, and just hasn't confessed. Just won't confess to them yet.
Right. So let's see. They're saying, if I can read this to you. Can I put a link to a video on the chat or no?
No, we can't do that, but what is
I can
it?
email it to you.
Yeah, you could. Do you have
Okay.
is there something like a comment that's there?
Yeah, so it's two parts. One's talking about how they were discussing why they're calling off the search.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one, in the same video, was talking about the other piece, the rewards, or why there's not one being released yet.
Can you read it to us?
Yeah, sure. Let me just find it. I had it on my
Okay.
phone, so I'm opening it up on my laptop.
You think, Mrs. McJagger, you think we may all be in for a real shock? You have a horrible feeling? What do you mean by shock? Because I'm thinking it's not good. I think she wanted away from Shane, and she's using the ex-boyfriend or friends to come out and point all the blame at Shane to buy herself time. You think so? But why would she leave her son there? Why are they calling off the search? Well, yeah, apparently so, Montana Sky, yeah. She ran off on her own. She could have contacted someone, hearing the police were involved looking for her. Right, yeah.
They're saying that there's a history of running off in 2017, but I haven't confirmed that myself. But I hear it. I keep hearing it. Sorry.
But the family says she never did it, but the family says she never ran off like that with it, right? That her own family says she never has, and he said she never has.
Oh, did they say never has? I know that they said
That she wouldn't do
wouldn't
that.
do
That's
that.
not that, yeah, she wouldn't do that, that, you know. So I would say that, you know, she never, because, you know, she never, she wouldn't do that.
How do you run off without a car?
Yeah, and no purse, no money, and why isn't her phone?
Yeah.
Your phone's not pinging, you know. Maybe somebody found her phone. Maybe they found information on her phone and it's in her, I don't know, what if they had it like her phone location right before like a lake or something? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if they know where her phone is and it's not somewhere good?
Were you guys able to validate that email that was sent in to that one YouTuber?
I listened to, you're talking about the one with the ex-boyfriend?
Mm-hmm.
And I have a few issues with that. I do. I know what they're saying, that this guy told the police, but how come you can't find anything about it, okay, if he did? Second of all, I just find it weird that, you know, this guy just contacted this very, very small YouTuber, you know, with this information, and then apparently Good Morning America or ABC or CB, I don't know which one, wanted to do an interview with him. And
really?
Yeah, and well, this is through the YouTuber themselves. And then they said I didn't want to give their information. I would give it to him, but I didn't want to give this news outlet this guy's information.
The YouTuber was protecting the person that should have gone to the police in the first place?
Yes. Well, and saying that they went to the, like, it was very ambiguous for me what he was saying, because one minute he was saying the guy went to the police, and the YouTuber said that he told the police, but then as I listened, he said something like, well, you know, news media's contacted me, and I'm thinking, why is news media contacting me? I'm just a little YouTube channel, right? Why would they be contacting me to get this guy's information? And I'm just
Right.
protecting him the way that I would protect anyone. I'm not going to give them his information. And then he said something along the lines of, just as I did with the police. So then I'm thinking, wait, did he not give the police this guy's information? I don't know. I'm very confused. Like I'm just not, you know, I'm not going to say, I don't know, but I feel a little bit weird by the whole thing, because I know, had someone, you know, really wanted to say that I wanted to help, because he said again when I was listening that this guy is an ex-boyfriend. He said, I wrote it down, that another thing troubling to me, and I'm trying to be objective, you know, but I'm just asking
Sure.
some questions to myself, like,
Yeah, no, it
why would
weird.
this guy? Because I'm in true crime. I never even heard of this guy's channel ever until this
Right.
came out. Never heard of it.
No, I haven't either.
And so I'm thinking, like, okay, you know, and now you're telling me, like, just this guy that's like probably a key person to give some insight, doesn't go to the police first, you know, but he goes to some random YouTuber. And I just think it's a little weird. Plus, he said that the text that he got, that the screenshots that he saw, were from March and August, I believe he said, and that there were things about Shane putting her head through a wall, and, you know,
What?
really,
Oh,
yeah,
That's what the ex is supposedly saying?
yes, being very
Did
abusive.
you hear in the press conference that the AP Austin Police Department did how they talked to that specific piece? You know, regarding saying, basically, if you have tips, please
Call them into
take them
the
to
Austin Police
the
Department,
police
right?
first.
Yeah, don't
right.
post them on social media. Don't go through social media. Don't just leave them on social media. Absolutely.
Right, and that was directly to that, for sure. Because
Yeah.
now that YouTuber is saying that,
Yeah, because like I
talked to
said,
him
I
recently.
listened a little bit before I came on because I wanted to find out if there
Yeah,
was
me
any
too.
information. And then I
Yeah.
just wrote down this stuff because some stuff just wasn't adding up for me. And I'm being objective, but, like, I think I did hear him say, and I'm certain, you know, as what I listened to, that he said, he said, people said, why don't I show the texts? I'm not going to do that. Now, see, I don't know. Could it be the difference between a man and a woman? But, you know, if someone sent
Right.
me text and said, I'm the ex and this is happening, I'd say, well, you know what? If you're really concerned about her, this needs to get out there. Because if it is true, this needs to be given to the police, number one. Okay, and then I think the police would be talking with you on what to do. Like, they would tell you either don't release those things or don't talk about it anymore.
Absolutely.
You know, but it's just something's
Absolutely.
there's like a disconnect for me, and I'm just not. And I will admit, I'm from New York, and I am jaded, and I've seen YouTubers in the past come on and say they had insiders and they had this and they had that, and it all ended up to be lies.
I'm sure, being that close and being a YouTuber, I'm sure you've dealt with.
Yeah, and
all
I don't know
kinds
this
of
guy,
things.
so I don't have any preconceived notions of him, and I don't know
Sure,
him
right.
from a hole in the wall because I've never even heard his
Right.
name up until yesterday. And but there's just some things as a New Yorker that I'm saying, well, wait a minute, you know, let's step back and let's look at this. Why, you know, why, you know, and I know a lot of people but I've seen a lot of people just fall hook, line, and sinker when other YouTubers have said, you know, here's an insider from this oil site, here's an insider from the prison, and it ended up that they weren't. So, and I've seen that, and I always liken it to those infomercials. If you're standing next to people and they're like showing the knife, and there's always those people that are like, oh my gosh, I have to have those 2 sets. They never go dull. You look, he's cutting through a tin can and then a tomato. And then meanwhile, I'm
Right.
going, oh my gosh, this is so. He's not. He's like
Yeah.
changing the knife. It's a different knife. He's not cutting through that. Yeah. So it's
That's
just.
not a real tomato.
So yeah. So I'm just one of those people just by nature.
Totally.
You know,
I
or
am too.
yeah, so it's just that's me. And I'm gonna say, wait, I need to see more. I need to know more. I just can't take someone just saying, well, this is what happened. So yeah,
Yeah.
but it's not.
I mean,
yeah.
really, it took me a long time to even get to the place where I was ready to call the tip line because I was like, no, that's just too weird. And, it just didn't. But then when the purple hoodie, that just really, kind of threw me for a loop. And then I got to the place where once I heard that, it was like, as a mother, how in the world do you go to sleep without, I mean, I could have that could have absolutely not been her in any capacity. Just happened to be a crazy coincidence that I happened to be in that part of town right when after that happened. But how do you go to sleep without sharing something, right?
Right. Yeah, and that's what I mean about this guy. If he really, like, I mean, if it was one of my friends or something, right? Let's say it's one of my close friends, girlfriends or something,
Right.
and I do know something, 100%. What am I going to say? Oh boy, I know something. What should I do?
Right.
You know what? I'm going to write.
I know exactly what
I'm
I
going
would
to
do.
write an email to a YouTuber, right? And then hope that he sees it, hope that he opens it, and then hope that he brings it to the police. Or am I going to go straight down to the police department?
Right.
I'm going to go straight down
Yeah,
to
it's
the police
weird.
department.
Yeah.
And then they're going to probably tell me, don't go to some YouTuber. Don't do that. Don't go do that. Let us have this information because we could work with this information. Now let's just say this is legit. By him doing that, if it is legit, right? He could send this guy Shane, into a tailspin, right? And not in a good way.
Right.
For the police, and the police would be like, oh man, why did you have to bring that information out, make it public and all this stuff?
Right, because I mean, what they're trying to say with this whole ex-boyfriend angle completely sets in motion the motive, right? So that's a whole nother ball of wax. If that were the case.
Yeah, I mean,
saying
I
that
just think
that's not his baby or whatever.
and then there was a little backtracking on that today, because the other day I thought the person said that they got an email and this person said that baby could be his, and that Shane did not think the baby was his. And then today there were texts coming in. It wasn't today. Actually, I was watching it on a replay, so I think it was actually yesterday. There were texts coming in that were saying, "Oh no, he doesn't. He thinks the baby's his. That's not the thing. No, he thinks the baby's his."
Who said that?
When I was listening to that other channel, then he said that he was getting
gotcha.
a text, and that this guy was saying that no, that Shane thinks the baby is his. And it seemed to be backtracking off what was said the day before.
Originally, right.
Yeah. That,
Yeah.
if I heard wrong, but then he said something like, but it could be mine, or like there was some little thing that was still left out there.
Right. So
And that he was very abusive, that he came in with a knife, or that somebody
very abusive.
came in with a
right?
knife
But that
when
she hasn't
Silas
called
was
the
a
police
baby.
Before. But that everybody knows about all of the incidents, but she's just been too embarrassed or whatever to call the police. But that everybody knows that, he's always been. And he did make a couple of references in those interviews about how I tell her all the time that she has to lock her doors, and I tell her all the time that she needs to. There was like 3 different times that he referenced
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's arguable, but I mean, you know, that doesn't work with me, with anybody telling me. But he definitely continued the theme of I'm, you know, always telling her what to do. But yeah, they're saying that he's got a history. I haven't seen that verified. They're saying on this Facebook page, which, you know, I'm not sure, but they're saying that he did take a polygraph. Have you guys heard that?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, they're saying that he took a polygraph that nobody knows what.
See, maybe
Which,
he failed it. That's what I'm saying. Maybe, and they know he's not being truthful. It could be something like that, and they're trying to get him to confess. You know, but he's just not doing it.
what do you think? What do you think? I mean, obviously we want to hope
Maybe
for
they
the best,
found
but
searches. I mean, I know they seized electronics. That's another thing.
or
Maybe
like
they.
computers and phones
So
and
maybe
stuff.
they found
Oh,
something on there
what
too.
about the phone? Like I heard that, you know, obviously it takes time for the police to get the phone records, but supposedly I heard that he was being compliant and giving them his phone and phone records or access to. Has anybody heard anything about what the phones are saying yet?
I
Because
haven't.
they should be
That's
able to pin
yeah.
what happened to her between
Well, yeah. I mean, if
8
like
a.m. and,
they
you
should
know,
be able to
2.
log right in if he gives them the information to log right into his account and see that if there's any activity on her phone. Maybe they found the phone. Maybe they found the phone in the house somewhere. You know, maybe I don't know. And then that was a first lie. You know, she didn't take the phone. It was here. Or maybe they saw that it was hidden. I don't know. Or destroyed
Did you
somewhere.
see his dad rubbing his back like Ronnie
Yeah,
did?
yeah, and that's what he said. And he said, I want my dad, or I want my, you know, like he wanted his father. In the when he
Yeah.
was, yeah, that was weird as well. So there's a lot of strange behaviors, and people will
Eerie.
say, oh, does that mean somebody's always lying? No, it doesn't mean somebody's always lying, but um, in a lot of cases, it does mean that. So
Well, and it's interesting too, in listening to everyone, you know, there's some, you know, platforms where people are arguing or people are saying, oh, you can't compare this to Chris Watts. It's not even close. And really, no, you're not comparing like all of it. But when you're looking at, you know, the duping delight and the,
right, and I mean, there's a
swaying back
lot
and
to
forth.
compare it to. You could do Scott Peterson, and you know, the case is not, you know, to me like that. But yeah, if you're just talking about the husbands and their actions, yeah, but you can see that on like Scott Peterson was out there, right, and he was smiling, and he was in his
Yeah,
interviews.
and his phone rang when he was in the middle of the interview and he didn't grab it.
Yeah,
I heard
right.
that happened with Shane too in one of the interviews.
Oh yeah, yeah. And wouldn't you be like, oh my gosh, that could be, you know, maybe they found her, maybe
Any
it's
phone
her, maybe
call.
it's her mother, maybe it's somebody heard from her, right? That's like
And
Chris
it's very
Watts when he
interesting
got
to see all the platforms. Like
yeah.
you see all the majority of the men are like, oh, he's totally innocent. He's just,
Oh, men
nervous.
take
He just
longer.
misses his
Yeah,
family.
men.
Yeah, and then the women are all like, oh my God, he killed her. Like it's really like black and white.
A lot of men
Just,
take
and I'm
longer to catch on to that. Like my own husband used to be like that. Like when we saw Chris Watts, I'm like, he's guilty, he did it, and he's like, really? How do you know? And I'm like, oh my gosh, he's so guilty. That guy couldn't be any more guilty. And then but now he's gotten better, like because he pointed out this guy, and he's like, this guy isn't acting right. But yeah, in the beginning, when he'd see somebody like that, he'd be like, how do you know? Like, but I knew right away with Scott Peterson too, even when, her parents were still in support of him. And I was like, oh, this doesn't look good. No.
Yeah, and I want to make sure, like, I'm not laughing in any capacity that, any of this is
No,
in
no,
any
it's
way.
just,
Like,
it's very sad.
yeah.
And it's these guys, if he did something again, it's like, why? I just, yeah. It's crazy.
It's an epidemic. I mean, it's majority, it seems to be, it's early 30s, white males getting rid of their intimate partner on
Yeah.
a epic level.
you know what I'd like to know?
Um,
I'd like to know, okay, like if he did this, I would love to find out if he knew about, Scott Peterson, if he knew, like if he followed true crime, like these guys that do this, like
I
Chris
doubt it.
Chris Watts says he followed crime shows, or he says, "Oh, I know that you're not supposed to get this information out." But like this guy, like, did you hear about Watts? Did you hear about Frazee? Did you hear about, did you know about?
Right.
I just love to know, because then, are you thinking that you're smarter than them, or that you know where they goofed up, or what is the deal there? Like, did
I
that
think
make an
it's the
impression?
narcissist piece, which in turn equals control
Mm-hmm.
and thinking that they're so smart that they can get away. But someone on your live chat last night, made an interesting point, and they said that they would like to do a thesis between men that do this and their spouse or someone in the family being involved in the MLMs.
In MLMs.
Uh-huh.
Now, was she involved in an MLM?
From what I understand, she was a waitress, right? At
Oh, Cracker Barrel.
I don't even know that she
Cracker
was
Barrel,
working.
yeah.
She should be on maternity leave, right?
She should be, yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I remember having, both of my children, and I didn't, want to leave the house for the first month at least.
Yeah, I don't know
Definitely
if
not
it's
the
like,
first week.
look at all the women that sold, Mary Kay, and you didn't hear like a lot of Mary Kay murders. I mean, there was one Amway murder that was really horrific. I think it was a husband and a wife that were killed, and I think it was from their son killed them actually. I don't know if they were at a convention in, I think it might have even been in like Troy, New York or something like that. I remember seeing that. But
They both were, like, they killed each other? They both
no,
died?
their son killed them, I believe. And they were with like Amway, if you've ever heard of Amway. That's like a really old time
Yeah,
MLM.
back in the 90s, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, it's still going today, but I mean, not as popular. But all of those kind of things, like Touchstone Jewelry or MLMs, Arborn, and a lot of people sell that type of stuff. And Avon, Avon is. I'm trying to think if is Avon one, or is Avon just. They don't have to recruit the Avon. Do they have to recruit?
Avon.
Do they recruit with Avon
good
like other
question.
reps? I don't know about Avon. But yeah, LuLaRoe and what other ones are there? There used to be some owl jewelry thing, and oh my gosh, just so many of them, and so many of
Right.
supplements and Lavelle and. But there's lots of supplement MLMs and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. Could it be that, or could it just be that there's more people. There's a lot of wives that do that type of thing because
Right.
they
Well,
can't
everybody
work
can
outside
from
the home.
because technology. Yeah, I
Right.
work from home.
Young Living,
Um,
right? Young Living is another one, right? You're right. Avon doesn't.
The oil,
Okay.
is that an MLM?
Paparazzi, yeah. Is which one?
Oh, wow.
Avon, she said, is not.
Young
Young Living
Living,
is,
the
yeah,
oils?
the essential oils, yes, they are.
I didn't know that.
Yes. And there's a lot. I mean, there's more. Do you remember that that rap thing? It Works. Is that still going? That It Works.
What is it?
It was called It Works. They were these wraps that you would put on your your stomach, and you would lose like a bunch of water weight or something.
Oh, I missed that one.
Tupperware, yeah, Tupperware. Let me see. Yeah, were they
Pampered
recruiting?
Chef.
Pampered Chef, right? There used to be Tomboy Tools, which was like a woman's tool MLM. There's so many. I mean, a lot of people have been involved with one or the other through some way. Norwax, yeah, Norwax is another one. That was the chemical-free cleaning.
Well, and let me ask you this:
Do you recruit?
know,
I want to
the-
know.
Do I?
No, I want to know, says they do Tupperware. And I'm saying, do you recruit? Like, do you have to recruit, or you just sell your Tupperware? Mary Kay, yeah. They got the pink Cadillacs, and there was always, right? You think there'd be a lot of murders in the pink Cadillacs. The competition, even the Mary Kay consultants murdering each other because someone got the pink Cadillac and she didn't because she stole their customer or something. I don't know. It makes a good
Is
Lifetime
that
movie.
true?
No, I don't know. It makes a good Lifetime movie. I think I might have seen something like not Mary Kay, but something like that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Lifetime. So here's my question. Do you think that we're actually at an epic rise of this kind of stuff happening? Or do you think because of social media and awareness and all the platforms that we have that it's just, and, everybody that, are us true crime junkies, do you think that that's why we're seeing it a lot more, or that it's actually ramping up?
Well, I
more
mean, a lot of
narcissists
people
now.
say it's because social media is bringing it so much to our attention. I mean, if we go back, we do see, as far back as John List and those that annihilated their families, and others that have murdered their spouses. I mean, I think it's there. I think it's more in our face now because we're getting news so instantly. But it's probably on the rise. I would say it's on the rise just because it seems like there's like these problem solving skills that murder, is on someone's radar there for solving a problem.
It's control, I think. I think it's control.
Yeah.
And then obviously with Chris, narcissism, in my humble opinion, just, but unfortunately for Shanann, the difference was she didn't even see until the last, 6 weeks that she was in North Carolina. She never, that we know of, no one ever saw any glimpse of him emotionally abusing her.
Right.
I don't think he suddenly snapped. That's not my opinion. My opinion is he was always a covert narcissist. And,
right. Oh, yeah. I know. But I mean, he wasn't out. Like they weren't having domestic violence calls and stuff like that. Whereas now this person that we don't know is now saying that all this stuff was happening. But were there, domestic violence calls to the residents? I mean,
so don't you think it's interesting that nobody is interviewing anybody except for Shane? Like the friends aren't being interviewed.
But we don't know. We don't know that. I'm sure they are because they said at the press conference they said they are talking to family, friends, coworkers, and former coworkers.
Oh, I guess I meant like interviewed, like on the news.
Oh, well, probably just because maybe they're telling them to stay off of, because usually law enforcement will tell them stay away from them. Don't go on the media. Do not.
But isn't it interesting that they've let him go on the media twice?
Yeah, well, they don't listen like the way Chris, didn't, and like Sandy said, that was a good thing.
That's such a good point. That is such a good point.
But her parents, her parents did make a media interview, and I think that, just like with Kelsey Barrett, it was kind of the same thing. It was her mother that came forward, but her mother said very, very little. Very little, and really didn't say anything, accusatory of Patrick or that they had broke up or anything. And they actually erased a comment that her aunt made early on when they had one of those Facebook pages. Her aunt said they weren't engaged anymore, that he broke up with her. And then somebody went on and did damage control and got rid of that comment because he wasn't even arrested at that point. And they didn't want him, I think someone in the family said, you've got to get that off there. The police do not want that out, that we're suspect of anything.
Wow.
Yeah. Because that hinders their investigation, because if someone starts, just like Chris was saying, I think they're on to me, they're looking at me,
Right.
And then once they get to that point, then they're not going to be so forthcoming or free to talk where they can incriminate themselves.
I think that is the number one reason at that press conference that APD, Austin Police Department, made a point that was deliberate to say there
No.
is no person of interest.
Absolutely, because he said
They want
first off,
him
he said,
calm.
we're not going to get into it. Then he said,
Mhm.
there's no person of interest.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because they know that he's going to eventually
To hang himself with, yeah, and yeah.
Yeah.
If you leave him alone, then, just like they'll do something. And like I said, if you said he is at a bar or whatever, I would say I wonder
Right.
if one of the friends, is helping out. Just like Amber Fry
Right.
did, with Scott Peterson, to talk to him
Right.
and, get him right. Just, say things, and you don't know what could be going on behind the scenes for any friends that are coming forward, or what kind of information the police have.
I did hear that the police, I don't know if it was the Austin police or, no, it wouldn't be the Austin police because it's out of their jurisdiction, but the FBI went to supposedly interview this gentleman, that's the ex-boyfriend in Louisiana, yesterday, is what's being said, anyway.
Oh yeah, and
That's not
Jeannie just said
validated.
that there is a picture of Heidi with a black eye that she got from him in a domestic dispute. Where did you see that, Jeannie?
Oh, I did hear about that, but I didn't see it.
There are thousands from crimes in the past we didn't know back then. Diana, hi Diana. Where's the camera at the bar to observe his behavior? Yeah, I don't know, Atsira. Do you know? You just saw that? Did you just see that on like a chat about that?
Yeah, I didn't see the actual picture. I just sent another message asking not to delete that post, but I haven't personally seen the picture. There's just a bunch. I mean, like a bunch of people talking about the picture, but I haven't seen it. I don't have any proof. Do they know, like, when he was telling the timeline, he continued to just talk about the morning and when he left, but did he actually elaborate on when he came home and, anything that, like, did he talk to her in between that day at all, or was it just
No,
the 8
he
a.m.
said the
phone
last
call?
he had heard from her was like after when she called him about the books, and that the books were in the apartment, and when she called him, she was so excited. Then he reiterated that it was $25 on 3 books, and she couldn't
He
wait
said
to
that,
read
but,
them,
yeah.
to Silas. But then when he got home, that her purse was there, the car seat was there, the diaper bag was there, the car was there, but maybe that she was visiting with a friend in the complex.
Because the keys and her phone and her and Margot were the only things missing.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Everything else was at the house.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then apparently also that purple hoodie.
Right. And wouldn't she, like, did they ask him, like, well, wouldn't she have told you she was at a friend's? Would you have just checked with her? Hey, I'm home early. Are you at a friend's house, right? Where are you? Especially,
yeah, but he got home at 2.
Mm-hmm.
So why didn't he go get his child before 6 if he knew the car was there?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know he was saying he thought she was there, but still, that's 4 hours of...
Right, clean up,
I mean,
or...
as a parent, that's the only thing on your mind is who's going to go pick up your child.
Right, his timeline.
But he waited for someone to call him.
You heard she was arrested, okay. I'm home late again. Let me see. I'm trying to see if they're saying anything. His timeline of coming home. Let's see. You saw a post last night in the comments on the GoFundMe, and a man said he told her this would happen, and he warned her to get away from him. You saw a post on Facebook in the comments of the GoFundMe. Was it just from a random person? Because there's going to be a lot of random people just coming out. Or is it someone that can be traced back to her Facebook page, or someone? just
All
trying.
right, this says FYI. Local ATX, Austin, Texas, media teaser tonight was about the community organized search and says, find out why APD, Austin Police Department, says that it is unnecessary, in quotes. I'll post it in the comments after it airs and is posted online unless someone else already has the link to it.
So I'm sorry, what did it say, FYI? Because I was reading a comment, I'm sorry.
The media posted, find out why, as their teaser for the news tonight, find out why APD says the search is unnecessary.
Oh, and that's for this, like, coming up on, what
So
day?
Saturday was going to be a search. I was
Right.
going to see if I could get away to be a part of it, but now they're saying that the news, the police are saying it's unnecessary, that they're being close-lipped about why, but that they're calling off anybody doing searches and asking them not to come out, which is interesting. Trying to see if I can find that link and I'll send it to you. So KVUE, KVUE, is one of our big news sources here in Austin. That's where you can get some good news on it.
Okay, I don't know why we still have.
But they also made the comment in the press conference that they do think that they're still alive.
That but that she could have left on her own accord, and that, but that there may be foul play involved, right? And they did say, yes, that they think that she could still be
Yep, they went.
alive.
Yeah, you're right. They went both ways, didn't they?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. They really didn't give, they were really ambiguous in the information they were giving.
Yeah, if they said one thing, they said the opposite at the same time. They don't want anybody to know. Okay, here's an article. Let's see. The mom and dad that started a Broussard family personal emergency fundraiser. They started with the goal being $200, and they've now raised $4,625 for the mom and dad.
You totally understand. What did you say? But I totally don't understand calling off the search. Well, Mrs. McJagger, they probably know. And if you remember Kelsey Barrett, then they came and forward and they made a press conference and they said they were. How did they say it again? They no longer believe that Kelsey Barrett is alive. Okay, they didn't say why, but they said that, and maybe we're going to get the same type of thing soon. I don't know. Unfortunately, I mean, I don't want that to be the outcome. Not at all. You know.
Yeah, I mean, as long as she's... I just don't know why at this point, if she ran off. I mean, it's been long enough to...
Yeah, you know, and also in the track record of other cases like this, right? It's very rare. Like, I can't name one case where someone's gone missing, like a mother with a baby, or even, you know, usually they're found, just hiding out somewhere.
Fine.
I can't think of
Right.
one case. Most of them have ended tragically, or they haven't been found, or
Right. And again, this is a brand new baby. I mean,
No, I mean,
know.
Alma, you can. People have a nervous laugh. I can have a nervous laugh too, but it was so. It wasn't just the nervous. There were so many different things there in that interview. You don't see in the news they called off the search, Sunflower says. Well, and you said you were going to volunteer. I know we had someone else that said they were going to volunteer, and I wonder if, if they've been told that it's also been called off.
I'm going to let you go so you can talk to everybody because I think everybody's probably wanting that. But thank you
Oh,
for
but
letting
no,
me
I
share my
appreciate you
story.
coming on and talking to us a little bit about, being there and
Yeah.
everything. That was great. Thank you. It was nice to talk to you, and appreciate
Nice
you coming
to talk to
on
you too. Yeah.
and
I
bounce
love
some
your
stuff
deal.
off you. Oh, thanks. Thanks.
Happy
Oh,
holidays, everybody.
you too. You too.
Okay.
Yeah, the chuckling, yeah, Alma, yeah, it was more to me than this, like, the really smiling, or just like, I don't know, yeah, it was, and it was a lot of times. It wasn't just like, sometimes, like, if you have a nervous laugh, you're not really smiling with the laugh. It's more like, like, I don't know. Prayers for Heidi and Margot. Pray so hard they're still alive and well. Yes. Please be alive. Heidi and Margot. Yeah, Diana. Carolyn. Okay. All right. Let me take a check. Yeah, her eyes swollen, and does it say, Jeannie, that there was a domestic, was there a domestic dispute or anything? Why would she leave? Yeah, right, Chatty Cathy, that's what I'm saying. Why wouldn't she take her son? Why wouldn't she check up on him? Why wouldn't she have checked in with family by now or something? Why doesn't she have her purse? What is she, didn't have any credit cards or cash or anything? And how about the way he was swaying back and forth? Well, a lot of people do that, Grace. It's a self-soothing mechanism. Doesn't always mean someone's lying, but yeah, it can be a way that they're very anxious, and so they're soothing themselves with that swaying, that rocking motion. Doesn't, I mean, you can't say, oh, 100% you're lying, because some people do it, like I said the other night. You might see people that are scared of public speaking, and let's say they have to go in front of a crowd. They could be speaking and doing that just because they're really nervous. But in his case, yeah, no diaper bag, no money, no car seat. No car seat for the infant. No car seat. Was she formula feeding or breastfeeding? Right? If she was formula feeding and she didn't have formula, what is she doing? If she has no money, how is she diapering the baby? How is she buying food? How is she buying formula? How is, where is she? if he's lying or not. Yeah, Gigi, yes, some people are doing that. So I'm saying you can't just make an absolute, anyone that sways from like that is a liar. Yes, it might, but there are people that do it for other reasons. Nervous laughter is fairly common to a serious situation. Yes, and very much so. Hi, Carol. The DA during the victim statements was swaying. It's often a habit some people have. Yeah, and it's usually a habit, though, if people are sometimes if they're in an uncomfortable situation, because it's a self-soothing mechanism. Yeah, Alma, but it's, to me, I hope that and pray that too, but it's every day that goes by. He was here, car still at the house. I hope they tell us something today. Well, if the search is indeed called off for Saturday, they're going to have to say something publicly pretty soon. Maybe maybe they have him down there right now and they're hoping to get a confession. We don't know. Right. I mean, I've said that, Jolene, that he could easily, if he did bring the truck home, if that was a normal thing that he did, who's saying, what he could be putting in there? In fact, she just gave birth weeks ago. It's very concerning. I know after 3 weeks. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Right, Sunflower. I agree with you. I agree with you. Froggy Toad, you're on. Your nephew died at 27? Oh, I'm so sorry, Froggy. I'm sorry to hear that. That's terrible. Oh, prayers for you, Froggy, and your family. Yeah, that's right, Jersey girl, and they usually tell it the same way because it is a story. Whereas, like I've said before, when you're telling the truth, like I could tell you a story about how I went to Walmart and what I got there, but it's going to be a different way each time because I don't have to worry that, oh my gosh, I better get my story. Like it's not even, it's in my head. So one time I'll tell the story to some person and I'll probably have, an extra detail in there that I didn't. It's going to be the same story, but, another time I'll abbreviate it. Another time, it's all the same story. But when someone's telling a lie, like Chris Watts, like they usually are so focused on the story and they tell it like they go as if they've memorized it, for school or something. I loaded my backpack, my water jug, everything in there. Then I did this, then I did that, because it's a story that they've gone over and over in their mind. It's not what really happened. His car was at the apartment. Her hormones would be on alert. She would not want family and loved ones to worry. Right, absolutely. And she's not going to want to be out there with a newborn, without any of her stuff, without the car seat. He's always very clear on drinking water and how much the books cost. but changes time he spoke to Heidi last and never said what she was wearing. Why did he have to tell us he hit the snooze button a couple of times? Right, because they're trying to fill in, right, kindness cake, and they're trying to get their story down and make it sound, natural. So they add a lot of details that you don't need, because you would just say, if that was, I got up, we got up, we went, you don't have to talk about the snooze alarm and what you drank and, what color socks you put on and how long you brushed your teeth. There are women that go after newborns. Absolutely, Amy. Absolutely, there are. We've seen that in that Chicago case with the clothing. But usually, then there's a timeline. They're like, where'd she go? Where is her phone? Where is her purse? Like, where would this person abduct her from? If she was out and about, wouldn't she be in her car? Wouldn't she have her purse? Wouldn't she have her phone? Wouldn't her phone ping at a certain place? Wouldn't, I think more people would know. And like with the other girl, they found out, yes, she answered Craigslist ad. She was going to look for baby clothes. Maybe she was just crying. Yeah, that's very possible. She could have just been crying. Yeah, Jeannie, I was going to say her eyes look swollen on both sides equally. Could very well be. Shane, they say Jeanette, they say he works for a moving company. I'm trying to go back in the chat. Maybe he's obsessed with the other knuckleheads and forced himself to cry. Well, I also think, if I'm not mistaken, the tear came out of the eye that's swollen. If he had anything like a scratch on his cornea from that or something like that, it's very easy. Your eye would tear. It's very easy to make your eye tear from something like that. Dorothy, both cases were dismissed. Oh, I don't know, Carolyn A. They don't have much else to do, I guess. The school surveillance seemed to show her carrying what looked like an infant car seat. There's so many of them coming in tonight. It must be, I don't know. Hey, Lori Litlow. And her story changes. Details about the purse. First upstairs, then left in her car. Which is it? Just little things like that. Very odd. And you think, okay, if he really wanted to make it, like, why don't they get rid of the purse? Like, why don't they get rid of those things that would be a red flag? I don't know. If they truly did something, right? why would they not get rid of red flag things like a purse, especially when her phone was gone, you know? He called her at noon, the phone was off, and then he later states he got home at 1:40 and her phone was turned off at 1:40. Oh, I want to know. Because they are men, they don't think like us. But really, he got rid of the phone. Okay, if he did this, he got rid of the phone. Unless he just hid it and they hadn't found it. And then later on it was found in the apartment. I wonder if he ever heard... yeah, I just said that, Jessica. I said if he's ever heard of any of them, you know. Uh-oh, what happened, Evie? Why are you going in the ambulance? What happened? Oh, prayers for random guy. He's really sick. So he's really, really sick. You know, he came in going to the emergency room last night. I think he was in earlier. He probably told you guys. What happened to Evie? Why is she going to the hospital? His eyes looking down. Yeah, Deidre, right? She's bleeding? Oh no. She cut herself? She cut herself or it's something else? No, Evie, I'll pray for you that you're okay. Wow. She could have postpartum psychosis. She could. Postpartum depression, she very well could. Oh, wow, Deidre. Those two phones are going to ping together and he will be arrested. I give this 20. I'm Desiree, I'm feeling you on that. I'm feeling you. No, Deidre, not that I know of. He claims to have gotten home at 2. But now, is it... Okay, I first heard it was him that called the police to report her missing, and then I heard it wasn't him. Which one is it? Oh, yeah, Michael Jones. She was unresponsive to his calls for 7 hours before he called 911. There was no child abduction alert because the FBI already knows it's clear. Well, Desiree, it didn't meet the criteria for an Amber Alert for an abduction. That was the same like in the Watts case. That doesn't necessarily mean she's gone, foul play. She could, be somewhere, but not that they thought she was abducting her child. Like, it just didn't meet the criteria. There's certain criteria. And they go through that, and they did in the Watts case too. It's not, you can't say that's 100% that they know it's, but they did say recovery. Yes, instead of rescue, they did make a slip there as well. Oh, okay, Manny. You think his dad is involved? Yeah, maybe, maybe helping him out. I don't know. Trying to, who knows? Who knows? We don't know yet. I mean, hey, Lanky. Chris was messed up so bad, but we think this guy has messed us up so bad, we think this guy may be lying. Oh, Lucy, you're saying that, no, it's not only Chris Watts. Maybe like a lot of people that didn't study, like weren't into a lot of true crime cases, go back to Watts all the time, but there's many. You could look at Scott Peterson, lots of them, Michael Peterson. There's a lot of people that you could see that were duping, about just cases with wives and kids where they're, oh wait, this guy isn't telling the truth. Mark Sievers, yeah. You know what I mean? It's but I think a lot of people, just because it's the most sensational case of their time, but a lot of people had never been into true crime. Like, I just know from speaking to people, they say, well, I was never into true crime before Chris Watts' case. So then I think everything always leads back to that. But then if you talk to people that follow a lot of true crime, it goes back to other cases too. It's a profiling, it's a behavior that you can study. Absolutely, Anna. To me, this is more Scott. Absolutely, I think so too. Amy. I do. Because the kids, were not all, if he thought the child wasn't his, it's a totally different dynamic than someone getting rid of their wife and their kids in order to go have their new life and to not look like a bad guy for leaving. It looks more like a real rage thing. If I'm right about that was it, and that that's why Silas and the daughter and everybody, they're all okay, because I think it was very specific. And not that Lacey Peterson was at all killed because he thought she cheated or anything. No, because we know that's not the case. So it's, yeah, I mean, you can see bits and pieces, but it's not, each case is individual. Drew is another one. Yep, Drew Peterson, absolutely. He acts kind of like Mark. He's angrier to me. He's got a real angry side to him. I don't know if you saw it in the interview when he got very frustrated with them and he said, you guys are making me look, he either said making me look bad, I have it written down, or making me look, and it was angry and it was frustrated, and you could see that frustration in him where he would, like, there's no doubt about it. I think when he flies off the handle, and not just like, you know, in a just way that he just yells for a minute and he flies off the handle. I think he flies off the handle and he's breaking things, or he's throwing things, or he's, you know, I don't know. He seems to me, just the vibe, a little bit violent. Just from that outburst, you know, during that interview. Yeah, when he got mad in the interview, I was like, whoa. Right, Aries girl? Because I'm thinking like, wow. Because you've got to remember, he was trying, in his own words, to act professional. Look at Shane's mom's page. She wrote under family details. Okay, so what's her name is Kristen Carey? I think I had her page up the other night. That's his mom? Hold on. So you're saying under, she has no, the one on the page I'm looking at is completely private now. Except her friends, I mean, it shows her friends. Okay, you're saying under family history? No workplaces, no schools, hometown. Oh, there's another page. Maybe this is the one you're looking at? Is it the one with IHOP? But IHOP manager in early late 80s. About family and relationship. Okay, so this one says, wanting my kids and grandkids to include me like they do their other grandparents. Tiffany Carey Williams and Shane Carey and Heidi Elizabeth, daughter-in-law, is a sweetheart. Tyler, Silas, and Addie, my perfect and beautiful, handsome grandkids. I am Grams, the one who would be involved in everything but Pop's tie. My ex gets to, okay, so there's tension between herself and Ty, Shane's father. Okay, and then she says money talks, like I guess that Ty is giving him money, and of course Ty is giving Shane money, and Shane is going where the money is. And the other the grandparents get pictures and long conversations about the grandkids. Baseball's a passion. I'm the official scorekeeper in the books, but no games. Grams isn't invited. So they're having a strange relationship, right? This isn't to be mean or hurtful or start anything. It's to let someone know that I am here. I love you too, and my heart hurts when I am shunned. So, okay. Sounds like not a good relationship there, right? I'm just trying to see something. Kenny. Gary. His father has, okay, so here's the GoFundMe. $2,500 of $10,000 has been raised on that page. And let's see, it says, Ty, I'm so sorry. I paid for, okay, safe return. And he just says, thanks. Trying to go to the page for it. It says, here it says, my son's wife, Heidi, and his 3-week-old daughter, and why wouldn't they say, and his 3-week-old daughter, Margot, have been missing since last Thursday. We're raising money for a reward and other expenses he's incurring during this difficult time. Thank you for your support. So, and other expenses. That could mean a lot of things. His attorney, I don't know. I mean, it could mean many, many things. Now, this is very strange because on Shane's page, it says he's a sales consultant at a Toyota dealership. So where did we hear about the moving company? And then he attended LA Institute of Massage Therapy. But where's the moving company? Oh, he works at Pipeline. Pipeline is, what is Pipeline? Pipeline isn't a moving company. Oh, wow. That's almost... He works at Pipeline. It says. I don't know if this, I mean, it links to this page. I'm going to give you the page that it links to. I'm going to put it in the chat. This is the page that he links to. I wonder if they've checked over there because here, I'm going to give it to just like that. Hopefully that'll link to the right page for you. Where did the moving company come into? There's a lot of excavation equipment around these places, it looks like. But I'm where is this located though? I don't know whether he just has it linking here and it's not the right place, because is this place is in Austin? Drilling. Oh boy. That's, what do you think about that? So what's going on? How come they're saying unicorn? Unicorn moving was what he told in first interview. I think changes jobs a lot or works multiple jobs. But look at his Facebook, though. Hold on. I mean, here's his Facebook, and I don't see it. He has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jobs listed, and none of them say unicorn moving. That makes me even more suspicious. Go ahead, there's the link. Check it out. Look at his jobs. The first line is the first job is pipeline. The second one is the Toyota dealership. Then a server bartender at Katz Deli and Bar. And then a former server at the casino, where you meet a lot of people that can help people in situations like this, maybe. And then a construction company. And it's so weird. How does the massage therapy fit into any of that work that he's doing? It said he started the job at Toyota 2015. And now somebody posted on his page here, abusive control freak, you did it and we all know, enjoy prison. Okay, and then they posted a text here. A public text. I'm not friends with him. This is all public that I'm talking about. About 10 years ago, Heidi and I were out all night. Stayed up late, then crashed at her place. I slept on the couch. She in her bed. Is this the one about the knife? Let me see. At first light, sun bright, around 7 a.m., in walks Shane, who doesn't live there. Heidi was always trying to break up with him, but he wouldn't let her go. That's been the issue for the last 10 years, so he bursts in and walks into her room across the couch I'm on. She's asleep. He says that he, violates her, assaults her, and she gets up saying, WTF, get off me. But he just continues to do that. She was never willing to report that as sexual assault. I don't know who this is. This is Michael Dewell is one that is posting this, but you don't see who it's. Who it's from, so that's all suspect. And then I guess the Broussard family has another fundraiser. So he started his new job in 2015. I don't know. I don't see anything besides the fundraiser now on there. The FBI are keeping his case closed behind closed doors, someone said. There's a lot of, you can go to his Facebook page and see, there's a lot of people, it's not closed, it's public. There's a lot of people posting comments in there. Yeah, there's going to be some people that are just there to get attention, saying anything, but there could be some information there. Law enforcement is watching it, and there's probably a reason they're keeping it open like that. So, yes, and hers is on. So what, Jolene, what do you say? I'm coming back to the chat now. He worked at a casino, just a thought. My mind goes to, did he get money issues and possibly owed the casino or someone else money? It looks like the casino was a while ago, but he could have also have met people that can, help him out, maybe. I don't know. Christopher Hurst, you're saying, what are you saying about him? I just looked for a last update. I want to know, you were right about 2015. Thank you for making me check that. The poster, what did you saying that poster posted? Hi, Casbat. What poster? Hi. Why does he need a GoFundMe for expenses? He doesn't open his eyes and all that. Yeah, I don't know, Linda. Lots of desperados in casinos. Not everyone, obviously. Truthfully. There used to be a Katz's Deli in Austin, but maybe not what he meant. It's right there on his page. You can go. It brings you to the page. Oil pipeline is not going right now, so it's typical for them to have side jobs. Okay. So is there a unit? Let me see something. Did anybody look up the Unicorn Moving Company in Austin? Is it in Austin? Unicorn, somebody said? Unicorn Moving, okay. And it's one of those, I don't know whether it's a franchise or, because it's like a, looks like a mass-produced website. I don't know if they have multiple locations. Get a free quote, job openings. Oh, sorry, my Zoom closed. Hang on. It'll be there in a sec. But, yeah, something to look at. Where did I go? Yeah. Anyway, it is late, so I've got to go to bed. Janelle just keeps the time. But yeah, I am going to go to bed anyway because I have to get until his. Right. I mean, we can talk about it. That's what we're here for. I mean, it's okay. You can talk about it. If you say, something like, I don't know, just like really bad, then but if you could say, look, I think he exhibited behavior that makes me think he's guilty. You can give your opinion. There's nothing wrong with that. You analyze things. We're going to analyze things like that. That's what we do. We analyze things. Someone's missing, a mother and a baby are missing, and you're going to look at those closest to her because it usually is a spouse in those instances. All right. So anyway, thank you guys. Thank you to the moderators for putting up with the trollers, and thank you to you guys for coming. God bless. Stay well. I'll talk to you tomorrow, and love you guys. Bye, and let me get out of here. How do I get out of here? And thanks to Kristen for calling in, and we'll see if we get any news and prayers that they're found safe and healthy.